I think history is knocking on Israel's door, and we're a bit slow to open that door right now. And the Israeli public doesn't realize the extent how everything is going to change. Everything is going to change when we have gas. When we have gas flowing freely. It's going to change household lives, reduce costs, build new industries, build a whole new high-tech sector that will leverage it and strengthen it. And once Chana Senesh wrote that some stars continue spreading light long after they're gone, and Avi said correctly that many, many years after the gas may or may not be gone, we're going to have amazing technologies that we can't even imagine springing from Israel. But we're not there yet. We need the gas to come first. The government made a balanced decision to allow up to 40% of the gas to be exported, and now it's time to execute. Now it's not time to fuss around. I'll tell you a personal story. The very first days of my own company, we were negotiating with the VCs, the venture capitalists, and they were tightening the screw, as VCs like to do, and getting 1% more, 2% more. At one point we said, enough is enough. And the four founders, we were four founders, we had an internal argument, should we just throw the whole thing away because these guys are being unreasonable, or take a bit less of equity in the company and move forward. And ultimately we decided that it's better to have a slightly smaller piece of the cake, but have a cake. Now, had we said this is too much, no company would have come to be. The almost 300 and so employees that work today in Israel would not be working in this company. And clearly, in retrospect, it was a good decision. That's exactly what we're facing today. Because there's some who think that maybe 40% should be 37.5%. What they don't realize is that by arguing, we're missing the whole opportunity. We're missing out 100% of a huge opportunity that'll change everything. That every day that passes by, that we're slowing this down, is another day that tens of thousands of new jobs aren't being created, that new industries aren't being formed, that new high-tech companies aren't working. So I think that my message today is to, right now the decision is at the Supreme Court. Unfortunately, sometimes we don't realize that governments ought to govern and judges ought to judge. Judges shouldn't be governing. But right now they are, and my message is, paraphrasing John Lennon, all I'm saying is give gas a chance. At the Ministry of Economy, we're already running forward. We're not waiting for anything. And we've created a few routes that we can help prepare Israel for this huge opportunity. One of them is Avi Chasson, the chief scientist, our brilliant chief scientist, I might say. And we're creating a wealth of opportunities for new entrepreneurs in the information technology area, in all the various areas, to seize this opportunity quickly. And that's one. The second one is in training. There's going to be a whole new area that Israelis simply don't know, and we have to train them. Israel is not familiar with this entire industry, and we're going to have to prepare. So we're creating the infrastructure for that. Supporting industry connectivity to natural gas. As you know, the government will subsidize industries and factories that want to convert to natural gas. We offered it, and it's an open offer, because we understand that this is a huge accelerator to Israel's economy. we're also responsible for the standardization of the gas industry and the safety. My message to my people is absolutely, we need to standardize and keep it safe, but we need to let it flow. So in the balance, we're going to be very forthcoming to this industry. I think we're going to see some interesting technologies today, and really what I'm happy about is the people in the crowd, and some of them are familiar, some of them worked in my former company. In fact, if I recall, Paradigm was a company that was right next to Sayota, right? On the same floor in Herzliya. What I'm happy about is people came here to work, to start getting things done, as opposed to the big speeches. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you move forward and begin working. As I said, I call on everyone in Israel, give gas a chance. Thank you.